gentlemen, Ahoy Maloy, welcome to Talkin' Wrestling. I'm D Cypher, and in the red corner, hailing from parts unknown, it's Dashy.
Whoop that trick. Yeah.
And in the blue corner, from Philadelphia 215, it's West Philly AJ.
Yep. Yeah, that's what the P.
And marking his second time in a row on the show from the underworld, it's Reggie is dead.
Y'all already know what's going on.
I ain't gonna lie, I lost my voice a little bit. Ring announcing is real. Ladies and gentlemen, Marks
Shout
and
out to Samantha
Marquettes.
Irvin.
Yes, oh, well, for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, Marks and Marquettes, it's time to talk wrestling. So first things first, we gotta go backwards before we go now. We gotta go from the past to now. So our last episode we left off on that Monday, but let's talk about the January 26th episode of SmackDown. So I'll give you guys a recap of just the whole events, and then you can talk about it for give you about like 8 minutes to talk about it. Let me know what you like. So we had Santos Escobar defeating Carlito. We had Ava Rain, you know that's The Rock's daughter. She and General Manager Nick Aldis had a meeting. We got some signings that's alluding to from NXT. Some people might be getting called up. Bobby Lashley and Escobar, they had a tense encounter while getting their Royal Rumble numbers, and Lashley was very happy with the number he got. R-Truth, he got a good number too, but then he also confused Nick Aldis with Adam Pearce. Bianca Belair, she was confident with her Royal Rumble number, but Bayley, ooh, she was not happy about her draw, and we'll get to the number that she drew later on. Bayley also did a little vignette talking about damage control, which might be some foreshadowing. WWE Tag Team Champions Kabuki Warriors. Sorry, the WWE Tag Team Champion match, Kabuki Warriors defeated KC2, as we call them on this show. That's Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Final Testament took out Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. Austin Theory defeated Carmelo Hayes, who don't miss, by the way. And then Trick Williams came out to save him. And then we had LA Knight and Soya. Can't even get his name right. Don't worry about it. That match got broken up. Thank you. That match got broken up disqualification due to AJ Styles just bopping him. Bang. So go ahead, folks. Give me your thoughts.
Okay. Show was okay. We had to set up something for the word Rumble. It's like, it was just a filler episode. That's how I really felt
Yeah.
about it. But
It did what it was
they
supposed
did
to
have,
do.
they had to put like the certain situations with Bailey, and so pretty much an open-ended question: is she going to fight Rhea, or is she going to go after EO because she's into the Rumble at this time? She don't know. It's an open-ended question. You feel me? So it's trying to structure things up to make rivalries happen now. To shift titles around now. That's their new game. Shifting titles around, calling people up. You know.
Yeah. It was a good show. Set up for Royal Rumble, which was our next topic.
Oh, I mean, I would say that it was it was a solid go home show. I wasn't expecting too much to happen just because they had already on the SmackDown side it already panned out laid out the foundation of what each feud going into the PLE was going to be like. Only one they really had to get straightened out was the women's rumble, but it seems like the only person that they really showcased from SmackDown, which kind of made the fact that she was going to win obvious, was Bayley. I think what really solidified my pick, I know we made our picks last week. What really solidified my pick was the promo that they played on SmackDown that night. But
Which promo
everything
was it?
else just felt like filler. So I mean, it wasn't too exciting. It was nice to see them bring back the aspect of like people physically picking their numbers.
I was just about to
I
say
did
that.
miss that
Yeah.
a lot.
They had the
Mm-hmm.
rolling jaw.
But
That was tough.
yeah, no, I missed that a ton. Especially having all of them in the room.
Yep.
And like side note, I know this is like my first time on the pod. I mean, my second time on the pod now. The dynamic between the GMs, between mainly Nick Aldis and
His
Adam
team,
Pierce.
his
Adam
team.
Pierce, yeah.
I
Yeah, I
like
like their
that they
chemistry.
bring like that competitive nature to the main roster, and both of them at least try to like, um, I mean, being as though NXT is like developmental, they do keep it cordial with Ava, especially with this being her first time in several. They do keep it cordial because they know that they could pull people up. I'm not going to go into something because I'm assuming we'll go
Yeah,
over the Raw recap.
Yep.
Um,
yeah, we will.
Yeah.
so
We
I
put something
don't
in
want
there.
to go into what that entails with NXT, but I like that they do um use her source her for more talent.
I get it. I feel that. One thing I do got to add about the SmackDown situation though is y'all notice this, and Red, you said it to me before. How they setting up the Mello and Trick rivalry is actually big for NXT. So look how it panned out. Mello ain't like how Trick came in there and sit. You know what happened. You feel me? Vice
Yeah,
versa.
you saved
Trick don't like
Melo.
when Mello do it. Yeah, vice versa. Trick don't like the same thing when Mello come and help, and Mello don't then want Trick to help. They got their own issues. It's foreshadowing for other things. This show pretty much all foreshadowing for a lot of things that's going on. That's all it was
Right.
for.
Yep, and then before we hit Royal Rumble, we had got some breaking news. We got some interesting news. John Cena saying that he's pretty much ready to retire. He says, I'm pushing 50. Body can't keep going on like this. Netflix, ooh boy, Netflix acquired acquired the streaming rights for Raw starting in January 2025. And that's a very big deal. So they're going to still have ads because Netflix has that ad tier. And they said for people who don't have ads on, they'll just do like long sleeper holds or long like extended headlocks and stuff. But yeah, Netflix acquiring Raw for I didn't even write them out on my script. I'm sorry. But in the
5 billion.
5 billion
5 billion for 10 years.
for 10 years. Thank you very much. And in the biggest news before we hit Royal Rumble, Vince McMahon accused of sex trafficking, and Brock Lesnar was also implicated tangentially, and I believe John Laurinaitis as well. Guys, 5 minutes on the clock. What do you think?
Okay, so Netflix is good. It's going to touch a lot more for Raw people, so you want to get called up to be on Raw roster. But allegedly, I heard all the premium live events going to go in there, all WWE content. We want to see how that's going to work with CW and NXT next year. Well, this year or next year, and SmackDown new deal. Is the content? Do we got to wait 3 weeks for that to be like presented to us on Netflix? We don't know the answer. So there's a lot of stuff talked about that. Contracts is up in August. They got 3 months of not being TV time. So they either might bring back WWE Network. So that's a whole different thing. It's kind of good, but it's kind of like they rushed it. You feel me? And
I
then Vince
think it's
McMahon
gonna
situation.
change. Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead. I was the one going to go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
The Raw Netflix thing. I think it's gonna change how sports is viewed in general. I think football, like NFL, NBA, MLB, they're gonna see how WWE performs
They
on the
do it already
Netflix.
though.
Yeah, but they do certain
Select few
games. Like they
games,
do
certain
Peacock,
games. Yeah.
they do Amazon and stuff like that. But the exclusive
Well, you
streaming
gotta look at it
rights,
like this though. I
like
looked at
the
this
Raw
earlier.
won't be on TV next year. It'll be
Mhm.
exclusively on Netflix. So football and
So
all
who
that
makes
could
more
do the
money?
same.
Real quick. Hold on. Go ahead. You keep talking.
Go ahead. I would
No,
say
you keep
football and them
talking.
could do the same, or especially the NBA, or NBA got Peacock, but they could have exclusive rights for certain teams or uh, conferences or something.
Mm-hmm.
I could see
Reggie,
that happen.
what are your thoughts, Reggie?
So as far as the deal goes, I'm kind of on the fence about it. Not too sure. Like I've looked into like the financial aspect of it, and that part seems interesting. They are going to kind of keep the same thing going because you know how when they made the deal with Peacock, um WWE Network existed everywhere except for the US. They're kind of doing the same situation all over again, but just moving, Netflix over, and then like the people outside of the US are still gonna have to go to Peacock to go to the WWE archives, basically.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Um,
they shutting down the WWE Network, look good.
Yeah. Yeah, for everybody here at least. So I mean,
Yeah.
our overseas people are going to have the ability to double dip, unless like you've got a VPN and you don't feel like investing into Netflix. Which, hey, do what you will. I'm not, I'm not knocking anybody who may or may not pirate their episodes and whatnot, but that's going off on a tangent. But as far as the Vince situation goes, I do think this is especially heinous. I've been going through the documents in the court case that at least has been the portions that have been publicized, and this seems very dark. I don't know what this entails for at least the future, but I feel like they're going to do like a Benoit-esque scrub of Vince's name. They kind of did it during the Royal Rumble when they brought up the John Cena and Batista double elimination thing. It There was like weird awkward pauses when there was the opportunity to bring up Vince. So I guess they may have been told, let's refrain from it. So I think that type of thing is going to happen. Anybody else that may be involved is either no longer with the company or they've started distancing. The WWE started distancing themselves of those people. But yeah, it looks like Vince is cooked, and at this point, you can
So,
just this will be seen as like an endeavor aspect.
but you know it is. But you know why it's so big, and they had to get him out of there. And Vince knew some stuff was coming up. Nobody's not going to say this. Vince already knew he got in some deep water,
Hmm.
and he had no choice but
This
to get
wasn't,
Dana
but
White.
this wasn't,
Come on,
but this
I'm
wasn't
no,
his
starting to
first one.
I'm starting to think that
no, ready?
he's sold the company
No,
um
but ready. Here go the
save
theory
it.
though. Yeah, but here go the theory though. He already knew what was happening because the first situation that happened. Y'all knew
Yeah, the
that.
first
Y'all
one
seen
last
how it
year
happened. Yeah,
or 2 years ago.
cool. Then, so mind you, WWE is labeled as 9 point whatever billion valuation, right? Net worth of a company. Um, okay, bet. Cool. Bet. This and the third. Did a big deal with Dana White and them. They already knew this about to happen. Allegations came out. He got out of there quick. So Dana White won't have no press and never in TKO.
Well,
That's it. There was a
we'll
business
circle
move.
back to that for final thoughts, but I want to go into the Royal Rumble, and it's funny that Reggie was mentioning how Vince McMahon played a hand in. I don't recall off the top of my head which Royal Rumble it was, but we had a double finish where Batista knocked
Mm.
over John Cena, and they both fell at the
Oh
same
05.
time. Oh, 05, thank you very much. And Vince McMahon came running in and tore his quad, maybe it was, so he
Both
couldn't
his
stand
Yep.
up.
squads.
Both his
Both of them.
quads, so he couldn't stand
Both.
up.
Not one.
Yeah,
Both.
so he couldn't stand up, and he, had him redo the fight. But let's talk about. We'll break this down into 4 segments, even though it's really only worth 2. So we might break it down into 2. But
Oh,
Yeah,
it's funny that you say
the
that.
women's,
2.5.
yeah. It's really only 2 things that I cared about personally in the Royal Rumble. But it's your
Right,
guys' show,
right.
so let's see. So we'll go 5 minutes on this women's Royal Rumble match. We had so many good things happen. We had a Naomi return, number 1 entrant. That was great.
Number 2.
Number 2, wait, who's number 1 then?
Natty.
Shit, it was,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Natalia. Yeah, number
Natalia.
2. Sorry, it was Naomi.
Cause she been in, cause she been in Natalia, cause she been in there.
Right,
She
and
got the
then
most appearances.
yeah, and then number
Yeah,
5, we had a TNA superstar, TNA Knockouts
Jordan
champion
Grace.
Jordan Grace made a shocking appearance, busting down the as Triple
They
H
call
would,
her
as
they
Triple
call
H
her
would
Big
hate
Mama
it.
Pump.
Big Mama Pump, yeah, as Triple H would hate it. The Forbidden Door. We also had the debut, and I didn't put her number. Sorry, the debut of Jordan Cargill. I don't remember which spot she came in.
Jade Cargill, bro. I got you, bro.
Yo,
You
it's
need
right
help.
here on the screen, and I'm still messing it up. But don't worry, that's the funny of live. That's the beauty of live. Jade Cargill comes, and she has an awesome debut. And then we have Bailey winning. So, what do you guys think of that match?
I enjoyed this. Probably the best women's Royal Rumble I've seen I have only seen about like 3 of them, but this is the best one I've seen.
It only been 4 or 7.
It's
No, it been
yeah, it's been a
7. It been
good amount.
7.
It's been a
It
good
been
amount, like
7.
8
But four
or
of
6. I
them
mean,
was only good.
started in 2018. It was pretty good. I did enjoy Naomi. I popped hard for her. I love Naomi. I wish Sasha Banks was there. I
Mm.
love Liv Morgan. Before I get to her, I love Jade. She looked great. She looked amazing. Oh my goodness, that is like a specimen. I don't know. She is something else. But I like that she came in and got Nia Jax out of there. I like Liv Morgan. but I was disappointed that she was
Hey,
number
hey,
30. I
I
like
wasn't.
Liv
I
Morgan.
loved
Don't
it.
get me wrong.
I know. I love that
That's
she was
Jersey
number
Boo right
30.
there. But
But
I
you,
wanted Sasha, or I would have been fine with AJ Lee. I'm not like too keen on her coming back
mm-mm,
if she doesn't want to.
no.
But I would have liked Sasha to be there. But I'm not mad at Liv Morgan.
So
I
no,
hate.
Liv did what she was supposed to do. She was there.
Yeah, she did what she was supposed to do.
She
She.
so she did her moment because she don't got no
Mhm.
rival. Jay was already still the
She had her
powerhouse, but
comeback
she wanted
moment.
yeah, but Jay. They want Jay to stay over. So okay, they not
And I
really
like
trying to
that
have
Liv
Bailey.
eliminated her because
No, but here
that
we
was
go.
big for
This
Liv.
no, but here go the thing. Ready? If Jay's out there is the dominant one, just did took out whoever. Jay could have won this shit easy, and y'all have been mad, right? Everybody would have been mad if Jay would have won,
I
but
would have
you know what?
liked it.
I would have liked it, but people would have been mad because how she just get here and get his title shot. It's not that cool. You bring in Liv. She was a hot topic. What happened when she got pulled over with the marijuana? Cool, bet
She
everyone love
was
Liv. You
suspended.
feel me?
I also want to say
Yeah.
It
too, a
was
lot of
more
people were
so.
saying it was bad because there was
LeBron,
no
add more time. Hold on,
no
add more time on it. Just a little more, just a longer topic because it's more Rumble main
yeah.
event. It's a big topic.
I don't
You
like the
want
people that saying it was bad because there was no big surprises or returns or anything like that. I don't like those people that set the expectations too high and then punish WWE for not meeting them there. That's corny, in my opinion.
I agree.
yeah, but no, what it
Um,
is,
I
what
think
it
I
live,
think
but
it wasn't the arrest, because the arrest was very under the radar. It's that we hadn't seen her since she had gotten re-injured.
Now I'm about to
Like
say
that's
that
what
rest is
everybody was
everywhere.
looking
Like
for.
I saw Double XL post on Instagram. I'm like, y'all don't even talk about wrestling. What the?
I think as far as like media coverage, it only got a couple days because like it's 24 is week.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Once they found out what it was like it's not that big.
Yeah, but
It
as
was
far
only a
as like
couple.
the her return itself went, um,
I live.
I will say that is one of those people. Matter of fact, I'll just start from what I'll go one through 30, but not like that. So I was glad to see Naomi return. I did know that was coming because the night before she had just lost her title to Jordan Grace.
Mm-hmm.
So it did make sense that she was making her return. Everybody kind of choreographed it, like it was very predictable that she would be back. We did miss her in the WWE. Excited to see what brand she goes to. Um, that was dope. Jordan Grace getting showcased on such on a
A
mainstream
major
level
platform,
was dope
crazy.
as heck to me, man. Like that was
She's
super
the
dope.
Brock Lesnar of the females.
I
Like
don't
y'all don't
I
even dig it.
it's not
What's cool for me
she's
is I
not,
just
I
started
wouldn't
watching
call her Brock.
TNA, and she was one of the people that
I
stood out
told
to
you.
me.
Hold on, I
Yeah,
told you to
I
watch
like
I
her.
wouldn't
TNA.
I
I
just started
wouldn't
getting back into
necessarily
it.
call her I wouldn't necessarily call her the Brock. She's like
No, she's the
she's
female
Street.
much
Brock. Because mind you,
she's much different. She's like a
so
smaller and
all right.
stockier powerhouse.
So the reason why
I'm
I said
trying
she's the
to
Brock is because she was in TNA before TNA took over with Impact, whatever they did, like a gauntlet type match or whatever. She this is recently or whatever, like last month or so. Fought Bully Ray. I like to call him Bubba, but I gotta be respectful. Bully Ray, and she won. Like Bully Ray did what he did, but she lifted this man up. And Bully Ray's a chubby guy. They getting her over on the China status, but she know how to wrestle like Brock. When I say she's a female Brock for them, they trying to get her over like on some China status over there. But she's going to eventually come to WWE eventually. Because I'm not gonna lie, she can go. She can go. I was loving it. But the winner at the end of the conclusion, I like how Bailey won the Rumble. It made sense because Liv was about to celebrate. Bailey snuck in the ring, did the
Yeah, I'm
Bailey
not mad at it.
tactic.
I
Now I
thought
did not want to see
storyline wise
Bailey.
could have been. My bad. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not mad at Bailey won at all. It makes sense. Bailey did what she did. She wrestled. She did little sneaky tactics in the ring. This and the third. She did an excellent match. I think overall the Red Rumble was a solid 4.9. I'm just mad Liv and Bailey and get the little squabble. That's why I messed up for me.
I think Jade. Never mind. Jade coming in at 28 was the right move. I thought she would be
It was.
30 if she would debut, but I ain't mad at 28.
They didn't want to. They
It's
didn't want to
give her
showcase
thing.
what she's been working on. They didn't want to showcase what
Right.
she's been working
They
on
gave her some
recently.
time to
think-
showcase.
I think 30 would have felt a little bit, I won't say forced, but like her win would have been assumed too heavily.
Yeah,
So
it was 30.
and like, don't get me wrong, they showcased her very well, being able to eliminate Naya and a few others before getting dumped out after being in there for a minute by number 30, while getting like small quote unquote help from Bailey, but also being eliminated by, at this point, a Rumble vet in Liv. The way she did Liv's finisher kind of fit that spot, so that was pretty cool. So it kind of helped put her over without giving her the win. That was probably
Right,
the
made her look like
strongest
a
way
big
they
star.
could have showcased her. Exactly.
Yep.
She already
Exactly.
looks like $1 million, and you want her to like look like it in the ring too. So that they needed that. I just want to hear how she is on the mic. I already love
Jade?
everything about her, but yeah,
I'm
I never watched
Jade,
her
she can go on the
AEW.
mic. So, based on the interviews, based on media train, she can talk, but she can go. But what it is, good match, solid.
TK
All I give
didn't
it one.
necessarily have her. TK didn't necessarily have her on the mic too often,
Part two.
so I'm also
I've
anticipating
seen a
that.
little bit.
Alright. The women's rumble part.
Hold on, what you think about it, Ronnie? Because I know you're moderator, but you watched it too. What's your opinions on it?
Well, I
On the
think
women's rumble.
you've dead named me twice, and so has AJ.
My bad.
I go by Cypher here, and I've been dead named multiple times. I like to see Naomi returned. That was pretty cool, and I love seeing the cross promotion between TNA and WWE, and knock down that forbidden door. Let everybody cross pollinate all over the place. Once we get, is it Tony Khan? I believe we called him TK. Once we get Tony Khan to, I know he's trying to do this rivalry, and he wants to make his show the greatest show. I want Triple H and him to be a little bit more on friendly terms so they can swap wrestlers back and forth and give each other time to grow. I know WWE is the top dog and they don't want competition, but competition's good. It's like, if I can think of the basketball games, NBA Live versus NBA 2K, competition should help both. So I understand that TK has to be a little bit more aggressive because he's little dog, so I get it. But I would love to see MJF and WWE. I think y'all said on one of the episodes previously he was NXT.
TNA is just more intimate.
for a bit.
It's more intimate. TNA is just more intimate. So if you missed the arenas, like back in the day, how it was set up, TNA is where you want to be at. WWE, if you want to get extravaganza, lights and action.
Yeah, that's the big time. That's why they call it the big
That's
leagues.
exactly what it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all it is.
CNJ.
I'm also say it was. Oh my bad. It was Vince that hated the crossovers. I think this new regime is all for it. They love it.
Yep. And
Yeah, because you got to. Go ahead.
And seeing Jade,
Nowadays.
not Jaden, by the way, AJ calling her Jaden, so weird. Seeing Jade Cargill show up, that was great because she lifted up Nia Jax like a beast. That
Big
was
Nia
cool.
Jax.
Bailey winning, boo, didn't care for that Bailey winning. I get it, she's a pioneer, a pillar, she has to win. So I get it.
No, she's a force woman.
Right,
she's a
so
goat.
I get it why she had to win, but boo.
Got beat by Becky.
Boo.
It's boo.
No, Becky whooped her butt though.
She was my second
For
choice.
this whole pay-per-view,
I ain't mad at
you're
it.
going to hear a lot of the moderators saying boo because it was all the outcomes were boo, but they were entertaining matches. Well, not these next two. Let me segue. So these next two matches, I'm going to lump them in together with a 5-minute segment. Maybe I should even give 3 minutes really. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. We had Roman Reigns defending against Randy Orton, LA Knight, AJ Styles. And in the following match, because again, I'm combining them because they're both useless, the United States Championship match, which Reggie is dead called. Logan's not losing his first title defense. Logan Paul defended against Kevin Owens. And you guys can discuss. 3 minutes on the clock because it was trash.
Roman Reigns, John, we all know was going to win.
Yeah, John was, that was predictable and trash.
I didn't expect AJ Styles to take the pinfall. But I
did.
Get it.
I
thought it was going to be.
I thought they were trying to protect LA Knight. I saw that coming in.
Yeah, I know that. But it was more so. I thought they was going to let Randy get pinfall because now if this storyline is kind of dead with Orton, unless you put him in an elimination chamber, which he's not going to win because I know you're going to do that regardless. You should have just put Randy to take the pinfall because AJ Styles is going to be in the elimination chamber. Try to go for the belt. We all know who's going for the belt. It's Cody. You guys going to end up doing a triple threat match or whatever. How the case may be. Or, you feel me? Because The Rock might end up showing up, as y'all say, and win the Elimination Chamber. Like, oh, The Rock just did this? This is amazing, but
I
we
don't
don't want
think
that to
Rock
happen.
showing up. I think that's
Oh, I
dead.
don't want that. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen.
I don't think that's happening at all. I think
Thank you.
that's dead.
I
If not
didn't know. I
next
didn't
year,
want.
maybe.
Yeah, I didn't want it to happen
Um,
with
I
Red.
think it may solely due to the fact that there have been reports that like
You've been
Australia,
training.
since that's where the elimination chamber is gonna be, Australia's been looking for some type of appearance by The Rock.
And they asked,
So now that
they asked for The Rock. They asked for him too.
I don't know if
Roman's
he'll
not
pop
being
up as
advertised,
like
so
a media member. I don't think
I don't know.
I do think that Roman may show, but
Roman's not
not
fighting for
in
Mania.
like a match. Not in a match. I think he'll show post number one contenders match or something. That's kind of where I'm assuming it'll go. But
So Priest
yeah,
won't
the
cash
rest of
in.
this felt like it felt like a filler match, to be honest. Well, if we're talking about both matches felt like filler matches. I was kind of initially confused. I think I addressed my confusion in the group chat about AJ taking the pin. But then after a few minutes, I mean, it kind of made sense for him to be the one to eat the pin, since Randy's
Yeah, he had
returned
nothing to
and
lose.
they're trying to protect LA Knight before he gets his title win, which I'm predicting at Mania against Logan Paul. But besides that, the US title match, though I predicted it, that was a great finish. That was a great way to have the finish happen while making both of them
Hmm.
look well, yeah,
Hmm.
without both of them looking like dweebs.
Yeah, it was
Because
creative.
again, it's wrestling vet Kevin Owens versus newcomer but superstar Logan
Celebrity.
Paul. So you want to make sure that nobody looks like
Right, you can't
nobody
have
looks
Kev
bad.
lose clean to Logan Paul. That's going to damage his credibility. Something crazy.
Heck yeah, that'd be
He just signed a new deal
ridiculously
too.
embarrassing. And like, don't get me wrong, I know Sammy. Well, no, Sammy didn't even lose clean either. At Mania against the Jackass cast, but I think that was easier for Sammy to come back from due to just the hijinks of it. I don't think the level of seriousness in this match um fit like some weird hijinksy like loss for
Right.
I
Kevin
feel
Owens.
that. I feel
And I
that,
will
Brody.
say
I feel
that
that.
was a good finish that saved both their characters. And I was believing
Right.
in it too because I saw him with the brass knucks. I'm like, oh, bet, yeah, Kevin Owens about to win. This is what I want to happen. And he essentially won, but the ref finally developed his 2020 vision, which I like that Pat McAfee
Right.
called out.
They finally
I
grew a
like the
brain.
little
And
movement
No,
something
of it.
crazy too.
I'm mad.
So I
I'm mad he
enjoyed
didn't
Kevin
do
it.
his Eddie
Owens
Guerrero bag.
But
Kevin Owens was wrestling that whole match for the fractured foot.
nice.
Yeah, but
Because
I feel like
he didn't even
you
look
want
like it. But let me move on
Right.
just so for sake of time because we got a bunch more news and stuff to go. We got about 30 minutes left. So we had the men's Royal Rumble match. So in the men's Royal Rumble match, we had Andre El Idolo. I'm saying the names wrong. I know. And he came out. He had a badass mask on his face.
Andrade, go back.
Andre. I
Andrade
didn't
El
even eat.
Idolo.
Get
Something like that.
get Charlotte Flair husband name right.
Wait, that's Charlotte Flair
You get it
husband?
right.
Okay. I
Yes,
see
Yeah.
you.
get
I
it
see
get it
you.
right.
She was oiling that man up.
Oiling them up with the baby oil. Don't do that.
What was it?
She's
Santos
a queen.
Escobar was trying to like high five him and stuff. Like, okay, Mexican love, I see that. He's
Like,
like,
yeah,
get the fuck
welcome
off
back,
me.
you know?
Oh, sorry. See now. All right, come on. Y'all got me out here about to get us blocked.
So hold up. You foreshadow Ray coming back now. So go ahead.
Well, yeah, he got to come back. He's injured.
That's
He's got.
No,
that's
wait.
that's not
You can't skip
necessarily
that far ahead.
foreshadowing.
You got to listen. The 1 and 2,
Yeah.
that was a moment
Oh,
itself.
sorry. You know what? I forgot. 1 and 2 was crazy because that was a WrestleMania moment. We had.
That was a moment.
Who was first, Jay? Or
Yes.
it's Jay.
Jay,
Main event Jay.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Jay.
okay, whatever. He came out. I'm like,
everybody
Jimmy.
waving, swag surfing, all that.
and then Jimmy came out. That was really
I-
cool. Why's my screen?
Me
always
mugged
glitching?
them. What the great thing was, they was in the ring,
Hold on,
staring
Dash.
each other
I gotta
down.
tell these ciphers, bro. I got these ciphers.
Yes.
Men's Royal Rumble got the most news that actually kind of be talked about on what went down. So therefore,
I'll give
it
you 8
goes
minutes.
back into the early topic. 10 minutes.
All right. I give you
This
10
actually
minutes. Let me go through these
it's
bullet
a
points,
long.
and I give you 10 minutes. So Brock Lesnar, we found out some news that his spot. Remember, I told you earlier that he was implicated in some accusations with Vince McMahon. So we found out that his spot was replaced by Braun Breaker. So he got his call up.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee was in the Warrior Rumble for all of 38 seconds. He didn't even know he was in the Warrior Rumble. He had his croc shoe boots on. He was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna just eliminate myself." He was up against Braun Breaker and Omos, and he said, "That 7 foot tall thing, I'm not even about to mess with that." CM Punk got injured by Drew McIntyre's I forgot the name of the move, but it looked like just a crucifixion. Some say that he was
DDT.
looking
He just
gassed.
called it.
A
He
crucifixion.
said a crucifixion.
Some say that
Hey
CM
yo,
Punk was looking pretty
Crucifixion.
gassed during the fight. He failed to do a GTS a couple times, but he eventually got one out. And then we had Cody win twice in a row. We haven't had a twice in a row victor in 26
okay,
years.
bet.
So
I'm gonna go.
okay, yeah,
Cool.
he's ready to go. So go ahead, just go.
Andrade, get the name right. Jimmy and Jay. I expected them to do more. I thought they was gonna somewhat give them a little extra 10 seconds to get going. That shit was like I thought they was gonna get going in the ring, like really like get beefing. That was like um what was the next part after that? Boom, 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 boom. Braun Breaker taking Brock's spot, right? Cool. Brock ain't show. They canceled the flight for Brock. We all know this because Brock is getting paid 12 million a year from them.
To sit on the couch to go
Yeah,
hunting.
sit on the couch and they pay for everything. Yep, cool. I told Reg that they need to bring Braun up to be the Brock Lesnar of the what's his name, but Reg said there's no spot, no space for him, which is true. I had to understand
No,
that.
he got to take the title from
No,
Gunther.
no, he do.
I
Ready?
think it's
So
pretty
there we go.
congested.
Yeah, it is congested, but mind you, so Braun's comes in there, spared a lot of people because everybody like Braun's spear, so they're trying to get Braun over with the spear, and then here come Omos. Yes, Braun did what he did. He had to stare down with Gunther. That's supposed to be him and Brock's spot. So Omos come out. You know, Braun do eliminate Omos feet later. Pat McAfee was supposed to. He knew he was supposed to have a spot with Brock, but he didn't know that everything was scrapped when he had the spot. I thought it was funny, but I thought Pat McAfee should have tried to hit Omos and then Omos throw him out because he should have did that. I thought it would have been better if Omos would have did on his own because I'm tired of Omos losing. Omar should have fought Braun really on some like stuff 1-on-1, and Braun hit him with a crazy spear, got him down. The world would have been crazy. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Punk was gassed out there within the first 5 minutes because he ain't wrestled really in 10 years. I got him back within 2, but he really in peak shape position. When Drew McIntyre did one of his finisher moves, signatures, CM Punk didn't have his arms back, so when all the impact went up to the injured arm when he tore his tricep. You gotta look back at the footage.
What's the name
It
of the
was
finisher?
it was bad. Star, I don't want. I think it started with an S. Reg, what is it called? The signature when he do like the superfiction. Yep.
I just made that
So
up.
he got hit with that. Oh, I'm gonna give it that superfiction. It started with an S. CM Punk messed up. He botched it. Got injured. The same arm he injured in AEW. Now he's out for 8 to 10 months. I'm gonna say. Then he
I
got a
think they said
rehab. So
4.
no, it ain't 4, bro. You tore your tricep. You got to recondition the muscle and really build it. He got to take the Randy Orton time, but he don't want to do that. He here to make money. He said it before. What's the name? Took a Claymore from Drew, Cody, and knocked his tooth out. He botched it by not blocking the right way. Ricochet back, knocked his tooth out, but it was a side tooth that you can't see, like a back side tooth that you can't see, where he got to get
Yeah.
implants. That's all it is. Nothing else, because people botched Drew did what he did, and it made sense.
Hey,
for
listen,
Drew.
man. I was hyped to see Punk, but he did not look like. I understand it's been like 9-10 years since he was in WWE. I didn't watch him in
It looked
AEW. I
good
watched a
though.
couple matches.
I give him a 6. I give him a 6.5
It
because
was a
he
little.
got his leg
That
up
was
there
my
high.
that's my
It was
favorite
old.
wrestler. So it was like it kind of hurt to see
It's
him
old.
like that. But hey, he old
And The
now,
Rock.
so what can
Think
you
about it.
do?
I seen The Rock spine buster just now, bro. And The Rock got the 3rd best spine buster of all time. It was so slow and everything with Jinder Mahal. So I feel you.
That
Chill.
looked
I
sad too.
feel
That
you.
man's almost 60 years old doing this still.
Thank
He need
you.
one more
It
match.
looks
Like
sad.
Cena. Cena know his time is up. Speaking of that, that's funny. His time is up. But
Damn.
I didn't
Your time
like
is
that
now. Now
little.
your time is up.
Yeah, his time is up now. I didn't like that CM Punk Cody Rhodes mini match at the end. It was clear as day. The crowd was tired. I was tired. I'm like, can somebody throw somebody out at this moment, please? That didn't need to happen. It happened last year with Cody and Gunther. It didn't need to happen again. I didn't. I wasn't a fan of Cody winning at first. Then I sat on it, slept on it, and it was like, all right, it happened. I can see it, like, him going after Roman again. If we get to the segment on Raw, I'm gonna say how that didn't make sense. But if he's picking Roman again, sure. And if he doesn't win, I don't know what WWE is doing. They wasted 2 Royal Rumbles on this guy. He better win. So it's losing points for the predictability of the main event if he wins. But if he doesn't win, then you losing points based off of wasting time because it's the second year in a row this guy won, and the second year in a row he lost. Like, is he really? What are y'all doing with this guy? I don't know. I think
He's Stone Cold, so he's about to get a Stone Cold Steve Austin treatment. So he's about to get over. Actually, Cody is actually, and I knew he was going to win this. I
Stone
said,
Cold
damn,
won though.
yeah,
no, he won. He won back to
He
back.
won
No, he
3
won back
times
to
and had
back.
2 title
No,
matches. Yeah.
yeah, 2 title matches.
But he won his first one.
No, he did.
Yeah.
I'm saying the Stone Cold treatment is he's not going to get the belt as Stone Cold did. He's going to get the Stone Cold treatment of he might win this one, lose a belt, win the belt, eventually lose. He's going to be maybe potentially the only one, the last person to win the second one, or the last person to win the third Royal Rumble. He's getting over right now. Like Cody Rhodes is over. Like he's the most over person you would see.
He ain't over enough to win 3 Royal Rumbles. At least not back to back to back. If that's the case,
Do you not hear that theme
win.
song, bro? His pop is not what you think. It's that theme song, but they put him in the storylines that's more personal that people can relate to in the what's the name. So therefore, if he loses the belt, if he wins the belt, his next feud is going to be against Randy Orton.
Can I tell you guys a secret?
Hey, what's up?
So the storyline that he's doing is just a recreation of his dad's storyline, the bad news. What is it called?
Mm-hmm.
Bad times, the hard times storyline. That's why he went and lost, and he's more than likely going to go and lose again because he's just recreating that story. It's long form storytelling. Okay, bye. Go.
I think they're going to try to make it as he finishes the story and actually wins the championship. Because if I was booking it, which
Roman's going to head the belt till September, bro.
Yeah, if they were going to have Roman win, I think they should have did Rock and Roman if you want to have Roman win. But you should. If you're going to have Roman win, somebody else should have won the Royal Rumble.
Reg ain't talk yet. Go ahead, Reg.
You
ain't talk about the whole Rumble. The whole Rumble. Before we get to your segment, because we got a few minutes, unless Decipher want to put more time on it.
So, no, screw that. As far as the men's match went, I mean, as far as like the return and then like the bronze spot, it was very underwhelming. Yeah, it was very underwhelming to me.
There weren't a lot of returns.
I'm a huge fan of mini matches at the end of Rumbles. Like mini matches during Rumble, period. I'm gonna be locked in. Obviously, my pick of CM Punk was wrong. It does. I mean, after a while, it did make sense, but like at the same time, like if he's trying to do a rehash of his dad's story, where this takes a third try, I think if Mania Loss number 2 happens, and he tries to do this again,
it's not going to work.
They're going to lose so much interest. Like now, there's the investment in it is not going to be there.
It was already talking about losing
because the attention span is.
So here we go though, Reg. Here we go. Ready? The initial thing was CM Punk was supposed to win the Rumble when Drew did it. When he rolled over to the ref, I'm injured. They swapped plans and changed it. What was supposed to happen? Cody was going to win the Elimination Chamber to go. CM Punk was going to win the Rumble for the first time in his career to really fight Seth at Mania, but old men get injured. He wasn't ready for it. He was having your push. You got right in here, and that's what happened. So they had to call the audible. You feel me?
Got Punk in here catching strays, calling him old man.
He is old.
He's old, bro. He old, bro. I seen what happened to AEW, bro. They got injured within like within like the first how many matches there? Like he was a champion. I'm gonna say within like the first 10. Oh, Hulk Hogan came back off of steroids and on steroids at TNA and still was doing Hollywood stuff.
Punk had about 3 whole feuds before he actually got AEW. What are
Injured
you
though.
talking about?
Yeah, I know that. I'm talking about like,
Let
but
me
he
tell
got
you something
injured though.
about AJ. AJ's an athlete, and he's being disrespectful to another athlete. You of all people should know better. You
He's
know
old.
what that stress puts on your
CM Punk
body.
is pushing 50.
I'm
That
also an
boy,
athlete,
that
so I
man
don't
is
He's
old.
understand.
not R-Truth. He's not R-Truth, bro. He didn't keep
Yeah,
up with
R-Truth is different.
R-Truth
R-Truth got
is up in
something else in his gene. He got the X-Men gene. That
Well,
man is
he
60
also
years
he,
old doing
he
something
also
crazy.
R-Truth also doesn't
he's also one of them.
also
He's also
R-Truth
one of them.
doesn't also is more on as an on-screen personality
Oh yeah, speaking
nowadays
of
more
R-Truth,
than
by
he
the
is
way,
an actual
hold on,
wrestler.
Because he can
hold on.
go.
Last few minutes, last few seconds. I thought it was funny that R-Truth came out in the women's rumble at
That was a
24. It was
great
just hilarious.
moment. I cracked
And
up.
then
That was
came
Forgot
out,
that
but
had
I
that in
didn't
my
like how
notes. I'm
Damian
sorry.
Priest.
Yeah,
I
that was
didn't
a
like
good
how
moment.
Damian Priest threw him out the
So you
I didn't
didn't
like how
like it?
Priest threw him out the what's name. I didn't like how Priest threw him out the ring like that. I felt like R-Truth and Miz should have got busy on them and started teeing off on people. That's my take. But R-Truth about to get these belts. R-Truth and Miz, Awesome Truth about to get these belts. I feel it. Damian Priest and them about to
Because
lose.
now R-Truth is a national treasure. He came out in the women. He's like, wait
And the
a
John
minute.
Cena bit that he did in the ring.
Oh, them
Oh, I
Johns.
loved
Yeah,
it.
the pop. Oh my
I
goodness.
loved it.
I pop.
I
I
love
pop.
Yeah, he's
R-Truth.
been doing that for a couple of years now.
I know, I loved it. The
So I
shoulder
love the
thrust, I
callback.
loved it. R-Truth, national treasure in WWE.
What is going on?
Give my man $2 million a year.
Give it to him. He deserves it. And you know who deserved it? Cody Rhodes deserved his back-to-back Royal Rumble win. And if you stayed for the post game, the post show interview, Cody Rhodes had a very
Cover art.
he had a very mature response when the news people just couldn't help but ask about the Vince situation, and Cody had a very mature response. A lot of people didn't enjoy Triple H's response. He was basically saying, "Hey, look, I'm just trying to focus on the positive. We just made $5 billion. Your boy out here rich. What y'all bothering me for with this negativity?" What do y'all think about Triple H's response to
He ain't wrong.
his
It's because
father-in-law's situation?
he goes with the boss's daughter. You just ask the boss's
That's his
daughter.
father-in-law.
Yeah,
That's his
the
father-in-law.
son-in-law. It's the son-in-law about his father-in-law company and what he does. Which,
Being a nasty
bro,
man.
come on, bro.
And I'm gonna also say this too.
His
You
daughter probably
can't
told him
always.
everything that goes down, but he's not going to say what family business is and family. Go ahead. That made
When
me
you
mad about
in
me.
that position and you had a great weekend of news. The Rock being the board of directors, the Netflix deal, some Royal Rumble is coming up, WrestleMania is around the corner. You have all these good things happening. You don't want to talk about the one bad thing. And yeah, it's the elephant in the room, but it's not the time. I don't want to talk about that right now. I think people just want to be messy and just want to
Cody Rhodes did say the
and again, these allegations, I don't say they knew, but these details are new. So whether he knew or not about it prior to being exposed, which I'm pretty sure he knew, it's not the time to talk about it. So why are you getting mad? I don't understand the backlash on Triple H for not wanting to talk about something at that moment. Like, what did you want him to say? Oh yeah, he a sicko, he a creep. I'm glad we got him out of here.
Bro,
glad we packed him up. You know what I'm saying?
No,
he
but
didn't get her to send me no
like
videos.
That, though, bro. It's like this. People don't understand. Elephant in the room. Yeah, we know what went down. Cody Rhodes acknowledged the situation. He said this team been more of a family, and we don't care what goes on with the higher ups. Triple H is not worrying about that. Vince and all them gave him not Vince, but they gave him creative control. Shawn Michaels doing this thing. Triple H loved this company, just like how Vince did. He's not worrying about what Vince did. If he wanted to be if he wanted to be a NIGGA, a ninja, I'm gonna say a ninja, like TikTok, a ninja, he could have been like, bro, stop asking about this man, bro. That's not me. This is my whole team. This is my brand now. We doing this our way.
And I'm gonna say this too, because I feel this way. I think Vince is a sicko. I've been knew this since I was a kid. He, had a lot of sex celebrations and all this other stuff. He was getting the divas and stuff to do. He's a sicko.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very overreactionary to erase him or try to erase him from WWE history. He is the reason why WWE is where it is now. it's kind of like, yeah, this is some crazy stuff. He ain't kill nobody. He just didn't pay Shorty. This is some sick stuff. If he'd have paid her, we'd have never known about this. I don't think.
Well, maybe if Linda
know.
McMahon was giving it up, maybe he wouldn't pay this shorty.
Even if he's a
That's a hot
billionaire, he
take.
probably into
My
some
fault.
sick
That's my
stuff
hot
that she
take.
ain't even.
I'm gonna
That
keep it
she
a
ain't
buck. All
even.
right,
You know what I mean?
hot take moment.
But
Linda McMahon wasn't
even
giving it up. Every time I seen her on the screen, bro, she looked as saggy. Like, bro, that shit
but
look
she knew
dry.
what was going
I
on. She
feel
knew
it.
her man was a creep, but she was just there because
So
Come
are
on,
we?
bro.
it was rich.
Hear
So
me
are
out
we?
though. Hear
Are
me out.
we?
Hear me out. Hear
Are
me
we
out.
going?
You got
Are we going
you
to
got
actually take like the severity of sex trafficking into
all right.
account,
All
or
right,
is that
yeah,
like
no, come. All right,
Yes,
right,
take
right,
just
it.
right.
something that
No,
has to
I'll
be
come on,
summarize
bro.
Yes,
All
that's
this,
a
right,
and
let's
serious
take it
before
serious.
thing.
we
All
That
right,
is a
let's
before
take it
serious
serious. Let's take
thing.
it serious.
let's bring it all in. Let's bring it all in.
Let's
As I segue to
I'm
the
about
next
to say.
topic. Yes, we shall bring it all in. We take these. This is what Triple H should have said, and this is what I'm going to say for the sake of this entire Talking Wrestling podcast. We take accusations very seriously, and until we further
Yes.
investigate, I have no further comments on the matter. That's all Triple H should have said, and
Yeah.
that's all we say. Now, moving on to our Raw recap. So, I'm going to just do the whole recap and then give you guys the rest of the floor for the last 15 minutes. CM Punk started off the show, broken arm, in a sling. That's our cover art for today's episode. And he said, listen, I'm the best in the world, but it doesn't mean I always win. He does not get to get his WrestleMania moment because, as in fact, we know he tore his tricep, and interrupting him to shake his hand and say, I love you, was Drew McIntyre. But he tricked him. He said, you got the wrong number. And he just whipped his butt. Drew McIntyre said, I prayed for this.
I prayed for this and it
that you'd
happened.
break your arm. I targeted you on purpose. And he beat him up, and then we had the return of Sami
That
Zayn
sounds
was in the
German.
Royal Rumble. That was a good accent, thank you. Sami Zayn came.
That sounds German.
Thank you.
He's Irish or something. Scottish.
He can only be one. I'm the Highlander. So
Are you a pirate now?
You're like, dang,
Listen,
that was bad, bro.
I said I love
Your accent skills
accents.
gotta
I
get
didn't
better.
say I was good at accents. I'm the best in the world. Doesn't mean I'm the best at accents. Then we had the tag team title match. Judgment Day defended their title against DIY. Chance of this is awesome. Great fight, great fight. I didn't care for this next fight or the next two fights. Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, yada yada, Chelsea Green. Who cares who won? Jey Uso, Bronson Reed. They doing my man Bronson Reed dirty, but Jey Uso needed to win. Cody Rhodes and Bayley had their promo segments very good. Cody Rhodes, his promo segment was great. He was crying. I was crying. He was crying. No, CM Punk was crying. That's what made me cry.
You
CM
ain't
Punk
cry.
made me cry.
Stop lying.
CM Punk made me cry. CM Punk made me cry. So Cody Rhodes was saying, all right, I'm out here about to do the thing that everybody know I'm about to do. And then out of nowhere, like a Dragon Ball Z moment, we had bring it down. Come out. He ain't had no knee brace on.
That's my baby out
And
there.
he
She
said,
made
look, I'm about to break the internet. Roman's is I can't curse on this podcast. Sorry. Roman is and that's not even really, he don't even defend his title like that. He basically was reading all of Reddit, and he was saying, you don't even want that title, because, this the title that's made by FUBU. This is for us, by us. This the real title. Come fight me. And then Cody was like, I'll think about it, and dropped the mic in the left. Then we had Andrade sign the contract, so he's part of Raw, and Braun Breaker's going to be like, ooh, where am I going? Entering after the championship fight. I actually thought Kofi was going to win. It looked like it, but I already knew he wasn't. But it was such a good fight. And then Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn. And Drew McIntyre, before the fight happened, he was talking crap. He was saying, you fought me plenty of times, Sammy, but how many times have you won? All right, that's the floor is y'all's. Go ahead.
Okay, bet. So ready? Elephant in the room. We don't know where Naomi's going. So we don't know if she's going to Raw or SmackDown. Now I'm telling it might be SmackDown or Raw.
You said who?
Naomi.
Oh, Naomi.
Yeah, so she might go to SmackDown because since Raw might take Jade, which makes sense. Maybe hold on. Raw might take Naomi. SmackDown might take Jade because Bianca's over there. You feel me?
They can take both.
What else? They can. But it just makes sense to split it up a little bit. You feel me? Because Charlotte Flair's over there right now, injured. Bailey, they might try to get the four horsewomen back together. So, I just might go. They still trying to get Sasha back. We all know this already. But overall, felt bad for CM Punk. The little promo, felt bad for CM Punk. Drew just mean. He's a mean
I saw
person.
some people saying it was a work because they had actually attacked his injured arm. I don't know if that's the case. I hope it is because
what's name is CM Punk is actually injured. CM Punk is injured. He re-injured the arm. So if you go back to look at it when he slammed CM Punk, he hit his arm, but he didn't really hit his arm. You feel me? Look how he hit it.
No, I
He did.
believe he injured. I'm saying I hope it is a
Yeah.
work because
Oh yeah, it's a work. It's a work for that.
that's
No,
some
that's a
horrible.
no. That's a work. That's a work for that. That's a script change. So CM Punk got injured because he was supposed to win the Rumble, and then Cody Rhodes was supposed to actually lose. That was supposed to happen. That's actually in the reports that from Dan. What's his name? Dan, Don, Dave. What's his name?
Dan Meltzer. Dan Meltzer.
Yeah, whatever his
Dave.
name
And
is.
then real fast, I just want to
Dave.
say something about to what Dashy said. The wrestlers, they know behind the scenes where to hit each other at. So if me and you say Dashy and Cypher got a fight, and I say, look, my tricep, which is where your
Right
the
there.
top of your arm is. If I say that's
Mhm.
hurting, you're gonna now
You
hit
hit a
my
certain spot.
you're gonna hit my forearm, not my tricep. So it's gonna look dangerously
Yeah.
close. But you and I
No,
both know where to hit and where not to hit. So that's probably what
No,
that
he
is.
I
know.
believe.
He know that.
I believe they are. I'm saying
It's
some
still a
people
work,
they were
but it's a no.
speculating.
It's a
You know what
work.
I'm saying?
Oh
Because
yeah,
of
it's a work. It was
he
a work.
attacked the injured arm.
No, it was a work. Cause mind you, remember when Drew said I could do, I want to do anything and everything to win this belt. Bet cool. So happened. Cody Rhodes lost his tooth, but CM Punk got injured, and he had a little walking with CM Punk. I prayed for this to happen.
Wait,
It makes sense.
wait, did y'all
Reg, Reg
hold
told
on.
me this.
Y'all called a legitimate injury at work?
Hmm?
No. Ready?
No.
Here we
I'm
go,
saying
Reg.
he
No,
is hurt, but
no,
there's
the
people
injured.
that's
No, he's
saying
injured.
because he attacked the arm that it
He
could be a
attacked.
work.
Oh
I'm
No,
saying I hope it
no,
yeah,
is.
no, no,
I
they'll
know
Reg.
he is
typically do
hurt
that
for
for
real.
people
Reg, here go to
about.
work. Here go to work, Reg. Here go to
That's
work.
what they did with
He's
Ryan
injured.
Santos.
Yeah, no,
Right,
CM
exactly.
Punk really
That's what I'm
injured.
saying.
Yeah, CM Punk really is. But the story, they switched the story up. Remember, Reg, you said this to me. You said, I don't see Drew not getting this belt. This boy, Drew, keep attacking. He's getting his belt. Damian Priest is going to win this belt one way or another. You feel me? But Drew's definitely about to win this Elimination Chamber. You feel me?
I hope so.
No, he
I will
will.
say
No, he
though,
will win this
because
Elimination Chamber.
I think that Cody and Seth Rollins promo was so pointless because as soon as Cody won, he pointed at Roman. That's pretty much picking his target. So for Seth to come out and pretty much beg,
No,
that felt a little desperate. Hold on, wait.
no,
That felt a
it
little
was a
desperate.
tease.
Wait. That felt a little desperate from Seth Rollins to come out there and beg this man to fight you at WrestleMania. I know you never beat him, but you are the champion, and if he doesn't want to pick you, just let it
So,
be. To go out there and try to
ready?
convince him and say, "You want to pick me? You
I feel
want
like
me
it's
in my
this.
schedule because you like the way
I
it
feel like it's
looks and
this.
it's here every week." Like, bro, let the man pick who he want to fight, and he
No,
clearly
I
want
get
to
it.
go after Roman.
He do. I get it though. I get it. You want to fight a person, yeah. You want to be the
And on top
you
of
want
that,
the
and wait,
Hulk
wait, wait,
Hogan
and
title.
it was a stupid argument Seth made because he said, "Oh, Roman's never here, never here. He's not
Oh
here. So why would you want
no,
that belt?"
I
Well,
like the
I want the
Cody
belt
and
to bring
Seth
it
fight.
here. No, but to
Every
say
Cody and Seth
you don't
fight I
want to go
like.
after to say you don't want to go after that belt because it's never here. Maybe I do, so I can win it and have it here
I
every
didn't
week.
No,
even think
so
of
I
that. That's a
get it.
good point.
No, I get it.
Like
I get what
Seth's
you're saying. I
argument
get
made
what
no
you're saying.
sense.
No, it do make sense. Ready? Seth is a champion. Seth, out of everybody, Seth don't like in WWE, which is Cody. He respects Cody Rhodes no matter what. Personal wise, it makes sense if you know the personal ins and outs of their situation. He's saying, do you want to wrestle somebody, a part-time diva, or do you want to wrestle somebody who's actually wrestling just like you? They actually really feel truly accomplished, just like how your pops was. That really was the whole moral and the message what he was
Listen, man,
saying.
Cody
But
beat
hold
Seth
on,
Rollins with a
Brody.
torn tricep
I
or a
get
torn
exactly what you're
bicep.
saying. I get
He beat
exactly
him
what
when he
you're
wasn't
saying.
healthy. He can beat Seth Rollins
No,
when
no,
Seth
but
Rollins is not
no,
healthy.
that's the point. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. I get everything you saying, but human wise and moral wise, I'm still like, dang, he right. I don't want to see that match ever again. I don't, because actually, Seth is a better wrestler, but Cody should win because he's a better mic skill person than him whatsoever. It
We
is a
got
sign of that. How they write it.
I want if I was booking it again, thank God I'm not. I would have Drew
Mhm.
win the Elimination Chamber to face Seth Rollins, and
I said
have
that
Cody
though.
go after Roman. Yeah, yeah,
I
and
just said
then
that.
same thing you said. I'm agreeing with you, and then have Damian Priest steal his moment at WrestleMania and cash in.
But
That's how I would book it.
it make that, and it's crazy. That's funny. I would love that. Thing
That would be
is,
a crazy swerve, and it'd be something
I actually love
again
it.
that Drew can. Because if Drew is not going to resign, you don't want him to be champion. But I kind of still want to give him his moment to win a belt in front of a crowd of people. But if you're not going to stay with the company, you don't need to keep this belt, my G.
I feel that. And then it's like Red said the best. Drew did too much, and Drew is too likable and too good of a wrestler not to have a belt. They at their golden age right now. They say at their golden age, like the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era
Yeah,
and the
Drew
golden
cooking
ages.
right now.
So
Everyone cooking right
and
now. So
Drew is cooking.
the field is crowded.
The
You could put
field is
anybody
crowded.
in that match,
And the
and
thing
it'd be a
is,
banger.
and I always think it made sense that Braun Breaker is getting called up. And then I don't know who Drew's actually, and they try to do this. They try to really do with Kofi against and Gunther. And I didn't understand this. How the hell did Gunther just win? He said all his finishers and signatures like a wrestling game. My
Mm-hmm.
man brought to me at my
That's
job.
how
He said, ready? Here we go. Ready? He said, I'm gonna beat your ass. Ass is not a curse word. It's going on the podcast. He said, it's called I'm gonna beat your ass. My man from New York, his name Dennis, right? Gunther don't got no finisher really, but I said, bro, he got a power bomb. That's his finisher. He said, no, bro, that's not a finisher, bro. That's a power bomb. Look at what he do. Clothesline, big boot, drop kick, power bomb. I said, you right, bro. He just spam
combo.
all his he spam all his combo moves and make you think it's a finisher and pin you. I'm like,
Hit
this
him with a
man got no
signature and two
finisher.
finishers.
I said, bro. I said, oh, Gunther's a cheat code. I said, I need Brock Lesnar to come back. He got it. Only way he beat Gunther, you need Brock. You feel me? I said, I can't. I'm not mad at you. And then that was that. I said, there's nobody to beat Gunther besides Sheamus and Drew. If Sheamus not coming back, Gunther got this belt.
You can put Jay in there. You could put Braun Breaker. I see Braun going to SmackDown.
He is. Nick Aldis called him. That was the whole point.
Yeah, I remember that point after I said that. Reg, we
Andrade
got about
signing. It was cool.
no more than 3 minutes left. Reg, did you talk about Raw yet?
Huh?
Did you
Talk about
give
Raw,
your opinion
Reg?
on Raw?
No, I didn't.
Right, Reg.
Overall, underwhelming filler episode. That's pretty much all I have on that one.
Wait, did you? Let me ask you a
I ain't
question.
mad
Did
at
you
it.
cry when CM Punk was talking?
No, not at all. I was I was disappointed when I heard the news, so I mean I kind of took it in there, but the promo was cool. The post match, I mean it's ceremonious in wrestling that if you're going off take a bump on said injured limb if it's safe. So I mean that all made sense, and it builds a comeback story. Well, if Drew actually re-signed with WWE, this also builds a comeback program for Punk. Again, barring anything. As far as the ending promo between Bailey, well, not Bailey, but Rhea and the Kabuki Warriors. I think this is all still a tease for Bailey to go after Io.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Especially when Nia Jax came after Bailey and all the damage control left her in the ring by herself. And
it's crazy.
Bailey's a great actress. She was like,
Dakota Cobb
I
about to
think
start
about
wrestling too, by the way. Y'all ain't even peep it. Dakota Cobb brace is off now. She about to get ready
I was about
back
to
in
say
the ring.
that I didn't see her brace.
But
I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't there.
She might end up going with this. Here's the whole point with Candice LeRae getting eliminated from the Rumble. While she eliminated fucking Natalia, she's about to start teaming back up with Candice LeRae. Kabuki Warriors are going to get to keep these belts. Bailey going to win this. They're going to be that, and then they're going to try to balance out the women's division tag team loss again. They
need to do that with the men's titles. Get them off of Judgment Day.
They trying to. This is
They ain't
why
trying to do nothing. They had
ready?
3 opportunities.
Ready? Here we go. If you watch the tag team match with DIY against the Judgment Day, they was close to losing. They about to lose They about to lose coming up because Priest got to cash in soon. They about to lose his belt.
Bro, they almost
Rhea
lost to
about
the Creed brothers.
yeah, they
They
almost
almost lost
did.
to who else they
But the Creed,
defended
mind you,
against a
Creeds
couple
is too
weeks
new.
ago.
Creeds is too new. I asked Reg, and Reg told me, oh, they're not getting it. They really was too fresh, and it's like I'm so main roster
Speaking
wise.
of, I haven't seen them since that match, which is crazy.
No, they've been out there. They've been out there doing a little savings and stuff. But they about to get white. They about to get. They don't got no promos, so they can't talk on the
And
mic.
yeah,
This is why
they
they're
need
the belt.
characters. I think that's what they're working on,
No,
just getting a
they can't
character.
talk. And
Yeah.
Gunther should have actually had them behind him because they wrestle
All
and
right.
go.
Last
I
thoughts,
don't.
AJ.
I,
Huh?
and
Last thought.
eh, last thought I give the show. I give it a solid 3.5. It could have been better because a lot. Yeah, I mean, promos was solid. Overall, a solid 3.5. But it's okay. You
Dashy.
building up the
I
story
But
for
uh
for
I
the
say
turn.
8 out of 10. Promos are cool, matches were cool as always, and I just wish that they would stop this trying to glorify this long term storytelling thing and just let's get the ball rolling. Sometimes every episode doesn't have to feel like filler. Cody should have picked then and there who he wanted to go after, so we can get the storyline going of who's going to be in Elimination Chamber to face Rollins next Y and Z. I didn't need to push that stuff a lot, but maybe
Short
I'm
term
impatient. I don't
storytelling.
know.
It
I'll
so
think about it.
the short
Reggie,
term
Wes,
is
final
in
thoughts.
NXT.
Reggie.
Reggie, final thoughts?
No. Yeah, I'm just anticipating this road to WrestleMania.
It begins now.
Looking forward to the next couple weeks.
All right, Dashy, where can the good people find you at, sir?
You can find me on Mars. I'll be on Pluto on the weekends. Also Instagram and Twitter. I don't be on Twitter though. _iHeartDash.
In West Philly, AJ, where can we find you at? Where can the good folks find you at?
You can find me at AG_mutation on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to play games with me, West Philly AJ, all one word.
All right, Reggie, where can the good folks find you at?
Twitter, Instagram, Discord, PSN, all the same. Reggie_ that.
All right, folks. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time. We're live now, folks. We've upgraded to live status, so I hope you don't mind the bloopers. YouTube, I hope you don't
Hey
mind.
Charlamagne, we live?
Yeah, I hope you don't
We
mind the
live,
accidental word
baby.
slips.
We live.
Forgive AJ for calling Jade Cargill Jaden Cargill. Horrible person.
But
Hey,
you
I'm
called
sorry.
her
She,
something else though. You called her
I'm,
Jayla or something.
Be sure
I'm
to
sorry.
put that
She should
subscribe
have been in
Say
the ring a
button
Jalen
lot
Grace.
more.
and make that like
Should
button
have been in the
tap
ring
out.
more.
We out.